In this tutorial here, we're going to show you how to render your suite dispenser in Autodesk Inventor. So I've already got my Autodesk Inventor opened up, and I've got my model opened up as well. So you need to have your assembly model opened up. We're going to go up to View and there's top tab on the toolbar menu there. We're going to go to Shadows. We're going to put all shadows on. So we've got some shadows start to appear on the ground. Reflections, I'm going to turn that on as well. You may want to turn it off, but it gives the impression that the suite dispenser is sitting on a slightly glossy surface. Orthographic, I can turn that to perspective. It makes it look a little bit more lifelike. And we're going to leave the ground plane turned off, so that's fine. But under visual styles, we're going to click on that there and turn that to realistic. Let's try to make it look a little bit more lifelike. The ray tracing option is now it's enabled itself now, and if your computer supports that, we can click that on as well. And ray tracing is where the computer tries to work out how rays of light would travel around your model and interact with your model. So it's quite intense for the computer to model that there. So see, we've got a wee progress bar at the top, bottom right there. Some computers might struggle running that. So once we enable that there, we can rotate the model as we want to kind of get it set how we like it. So I think actually I'll just go back to that. You have default top corner view there. Maybe zoom out a little bit. See, as we've enabled all this and we've got ray tracing on, it's a little bit more clunky than it is normally. I'll just zoom in that a touch. And there we are. So I'm happy with that there. So now I can go to environments, and we want to go to Inventor Studio there. So click Inventor Studio. And this will just load up the Inventor Studio environment. Now you can do all sorts in this, so you can create animations and stuff. We're not going to focus on that at the moment though. You can also add more lights, and that's one thing I should have mentioned earlier. So let me just jump out of Inventor Studio by clicking on Finish Inventor Studio there. And if I go back to my View tab, you can change how the lighting is in your model. So about 2.2 here, I can go to Sharp Highlights, and it will change the way it looks because imagine it's lit differently there. So I'll go to Sharp Highlights, and I'll go with that there now. And we'll go back to Environment, and we'll go back to Inventor Studio. There's lots of different options with those lighting. So we're going to go to Render Image, and we're going to change that. We don't need that resolution here, so I'm just going 1900 by 1200, which is kind of the size of a large computer monitor. So we won't use that as a desktop or anything. It'll look quite sharp. Cameras, we'll do that's current view. We haven't set up any other cameras. You can set up different views of cameras. That's getting a little bit more complicated. And these are the lighting environments that I applied. So I applied sharp lights. It previously was on 2 lights. So output, we'll leave that blank, and rendered. So you can do rendered by iterations, 32. So I'll iterate the image 32 times to get best as good an image as possible. But what I'm going to take is until satisfactory. And if you're not sure how long you've got, that might be a good one to start with. So you can take until satisfactory, and we'll leave that as high, and we're ready to render. So just click render there. So you see your render image comes in, it's got a lot of black dots in it, and so this is detail that will be added as it iterates the image. So you can see it's got one iteration complete in the bottom left corner there. And there's another couple, and you see it's gradually improving the quality of that image. Now, it won't be a very exciting tutorial. I sit here and we watch this going through a lot of iterations. So I'm just going to stop there, and I'm going to save that. You can leave that for running for however long you have, however much time you have available. You can stop that and just save it when you're ready. I've stopped it. We've still got some black in the glass, so it's really not ideal, but we'll go for that at the moment. So we'll click Save Rendered Image. You can choose where you want to save it, and you just enter the name. So I've got my suite dispenser rendered assembly, and then I can just click Save on that there. So that's the end of this tutorial here. There's lots to play around with rendering. You can play around with the lighting styles, different images, different angles there as well. So have a play.